Halloween 2023. We're back. I'm flipping through this stuff quick. Don't worry, I'm not that quick in real life. But when I started making my videos, I had forgotten about all the crap that I had in here. So I thought I would just take you for a really quick, sped up ×4 flip through of all my crap that I got in this box. Lots of paper. I had some great stickers from Dollar Tree. That is the tablecloth that I made my cover out of, and I have some of that tablecloth put aside to go out in Happy Mail. I got that from the Dollar Tree too. And I found some paper, some scrapbook paper I wanted to play with, and other things that I wanted to play with. So yeah, it's fun. And again, I got those little, sticker gem thingies with the skull and crossbones, and there's acorns and leaves. Those came from Dollar Tree a few years ago. Has anyone seen them? Has anyone, have they been out yet anymore in the last few years? Because I think I got them 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't think I've seen them since. That's one of those sticker books that I want to let my kids do some faces in. And I am going to start my skull page. Last year I did a pumpkin page, and this year I am going to do a skull page to just have a collection of skulls. Next year, I don't know, maybe next year I'll do leaves, I don't know. But every year I want to try and do some kind of collection. And same thing with my Christmas journal. I don't know what I'll do with Christmas yet. I think last year I did snowmen. Maybe this year I'll do elves or gnomes or something. That would be cool, right? Gnomes. Everybody's gnomey. These are napkins. I think I bought these at a thrift store, and I just loved the skulls. I got those a long time ago too, but I just love the skulls on them. They're awesome. And the napkin too on the left, that's from Dollar Tree from last year. And then that little thing that I punched a hole in and I'm gonna make into kind of a taggy madoodle. That is from a sticker pack from Dollar Tree, from stickers that I don't really use because they have a big white border on them. They're like kid stickers, and I don't like them. I don't like that border. It's just stupid. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I probably should have put in this page and didn't, but I kind of decided to make this page at the last minute for the skulls, so that is why it is not, that's why I don't have a whole bunch of skulls on here just yet. And, so what? I put skulls in other parts of the book. That's just life, man. That's just life. It's a Halloween journal, and Halloween is very scully-licious, okay? So, that's what I'm saying. This was a Happy Mail envelope, and I love the skulls. I like the, skull on the front, too, but, you gotta pick a side, and I picked the back. I guess I could have done something with that and not kept the envelope together, but so what? It's what I did. But I could put some skulls. It's like a pocket that goes all the way through, so I could put some skulls going through the whole, inside of it. I could put my little skull paraphernalia, but I don't know. We'll see what I find. And then I have those little skeletons there that's from a garland, and I will include one in this spread, but I'm going to do it after it's done, because that little guy is going to kind of dance along the top of it. Those are my skulls, blingies, my little blingy skulls. I might put more of those someplace, who knows. And then these stickers from Dollar Tree are awesome, but the only problem that I have is that they come undone. I'm sorry. Those are from the Dollar Tree too. Those aren't the blingy ones. These are the blingy ones. The little foil, it's like a fake foil, comes off of the plastic that it's sealed, that it's glued to. The sticker part is like a little plastic thing. I'm going to assume it's just from being in storage and the heat of the trailer maybe, but yeah, that one there, I had a hard time with it, so I don't know. I tried gluing it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See, it's so I could have edited this part out, but I didn't. So I try to glue it on and try to make it stick, but it's hard because I kind of put it on a bend on the page, so it's not really flat. So I don't know. I haven't opened that page back up since, so I don't know how it's going to I don't know if it stayed. We'll have to play it by ear. So stay tuned to see if it stayed. But those skulls are just awesome. I love, love, love those skulls. I'm going to use, I got 2 packages of them. I'm going to use them in different things in this book. I haven't been to Dollar Tree. I went one time and they didn't have a whole bunch of stuff for my Halloween journal. And I don't know what I even did with that stuff. So I don't know what to do because I lost it. So I might make another trip to Dollar Tree and see what I can find. Man, y'all, I'm tired today. I'm going to see what I can find for Halloween stuff. I'm sure they have more stuff out now that back to school is kind of winding down. Even though they've had Halloween stuff out since like July over there. Not even kidding. Serious Halloweening for real. I'm really just having so much fun unleashing this autumn mood in this journal. You know, it's like my ode to autumn. And I just love the seasons. I love all of the seasons. I know I've said this before, but I used to live in New England where you would start to feel the air change in September and you're like, oh shit, because you knew what was coming. You knew that cold air was creeping in and you knew that you were screwed, okay, for like 6 months. But here, the winters are nice, the falls are nice, the spring is nice, the summer, you know. You got some heat in the summer, yeah, you do. But you have ways to cool off. We have rivers, you know, everywhere there's a river. And then if we get too hot where we are and we really need a break from it, if we drive up into the mountains about a half hour, 45 minutes, it is seriously about 10 to 15 degrees colder in the mountains at any given point in time. So we always have that option. And when you do go down to the rivers, it is always nice and cool down by the water. So I just had to pause this voiceover so that my husband, you know, we're driving around. So when he goes into the bank, I'm working on this. And I thought I just deleted this whole video. I'm like, don't tell me, because I've been going through and deleting a lot of stuff in my phone because I'm running out of space. And this is one of the things that, you know, I've been deleting videos. So I'm like, oh my God. But speaking of videos, I found out there's a way you can back up your YouTube channel. I am going to keep you posted on that because I just put in a request. You have to put in a request, so they're supposed to email me the zip file. So I'll let you know how that goes. This is one of those Find the Differences book, and I love the stinking pictures. Look at those kitties. I love these pictures. Love, love, loving them. So, yeah, and not to mention, you know, you get multiple of each. So, not, you know, tons. Some of them there's only 2, but, you know, some of them there's like 4 of each picture, especially like them little cool little kitty things. So, when I go to Dollar Tree, I'm going to see if they have any more of these books because these books are awesome, hilarious. I just love them. I just love them. These cats are like my faves. I just love these little dudes. They're great. I should have like cut out the cutting, but I just left it in and sped it up. I figured y'all don't mind listening to my fat face flapping, so I'll just leave that in there so you have more time to listen to my face flap. Isn't that thrilling? Isn't that wonderful? Maybe I'll do a mummy page next year. You know, because mummies, those are tough. Those are hard to find. I'd have to actually search for some mummies. You know, that would be a challenge. I know I said in a recent video, there's no rhyme or reason to the glue, and I just want to reiterate that there isn't. I have that Scotch tacky glue, which, let me just tell you, is not water soluble. It will not come off your hands with soap or a baby wipe or anything under the sun. You've got to like flake your skin layers off for it to come off. Just a warning, okay? And the person who owned this, this came with a bunch of stuff, and I'm sorry, but I ain't going to throw out glue. I did throw out the Jot glue sticks, though. Not lying. There were a bunch of Jot glue sticks. They all got the bin. I was done with the Jots. But this glue it sticks, but they cut the tip too big, so like it's a huge squirt that comes out of there, and I just really don't like it. I just really don't like it. So I'm just trying to use it up because there ain't a whole lot left in that bottle. But I'll just stick to my Aleene's and my Elmer's. I know everybody loves that art glitter glue. I've never owned it. I can't justify paying that kind of money for glue. I'm sorry. when there are so many things out there to make one thing stick to another thing, I don't need to be spending those $16 on a small bottle of freaking glue, okay? And if you buy it and you like it, that is so awesome. But my channel is about what to do with very few things or spending very little money, and you don't got to spend a ton of money. I buy a gallon of Elmer's glue. I try and get it when they have it on Prime Day. They'll do Prime Day deals on it. They didn't this year, but I did get it last year. I buy a gallon at a time, and it's usually about $11 to $13. And even if I went to the hardware store where they also sell it by the gallon, it's like $15 to buy it. You know, maybe $16. And I get a long time out of a gallon. I still have, I'm working on a gallon, and I still have a gallon. And I've heard people talk about, yellowing of Elmer's. I haven't experienced it, but if I do, maybe I'll change something. These are rub-ons from the Dollar Tree, and I didn't know if they'd work due to the fact that this has been stored in my truck, which is, not temperature controlled. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try them out. And y'all, I ain't never rub-oned before, okay? These things are freaking awesome. Oh my God. I am going to buy more rub-ons. I love them. At first, I'm like, what the hell is the point of a rub-on when you can buy stickers? But these are amazing. I had to use my scissors. I didn't really have anything to do any rubbing. It says to use your fingernail, so I tried my fingernail too, but then it wasn't, didn't really stick too well. But I love these rub-ons. Oh my God. Like, I can't even tell you how much. I just love them. I've never played with these before. And, it sucks because I've had a lot of them before. And I have sold a lot of them before that I've gotten in different things. And I sold them because I, didn't think I would ever use them. And I sold some that were kind of vintagey. They were like country decoration style rub-ons, and it just didn't, it wasn't anything I was really interested in. But next time I get good rub-ons, which, like I said, I will look at Dollar Tree, and I will not shy away when I see them in the clearance at Hobby Lobby or anything like that. I'm gonna go for it. These things are freaking awesome. I wonder, do they have books of rub-ons? Like, could you buy rub-on books like you could a sticker book? Because that would be so cool if you could buy a freaking rub-on book of rub-ionis. The ghosts are awesome. They're like, it's a little opaque, so you can kind of see the paper through the background. The scrapbook paper color. I just love it. They're very ghostly, I'm sorry, I just really cannot get over how much fun I had with these. I still have those. I've got a couple more sheets and a couple different themes that are in my stash. I'm so excited to play with them now that I know how much fun they are to play with. So yeah, if you have not played with rub-ons, I highly recommend you get some anytime you get a chance, so long as they aren't $45, and try them out because they are so much fun. Oh my God, y'all, I just did this whole voiceover, and the save and the delete button are right next to each other, and I hit delete on accident instead of save. So like, I have 8 minutes that I have to do all this talking again. So you're just going to have to hear me flapping my jaws, which is what I do in these voiceovers. Not like I have much to talk about. But I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and see if they have more of these rub-ons for sure. I really need to know about, I really need to get more. The rub-ons, they complete my life. I'm excited to try some of the other ones too, because they're on like different style papers, like a parchment paper almost. So I'm kind of excited for that. I like this cat. It's like one of those vintage Halloween masks. So, I have a lot of fun with that. And I put a vintage Halloween mask wreath on this page too. Spoiler alert, but you'll see it. They were creepy, some of those masks, for sure. But the vintageness of them is still pretty cool. I love those animal eyes. I got a whole page of them from National Geographic. I still have a bunch of them left. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I've been looking for places. And I know I said it, but man, I really like these Find the Difference books. I really got to get to Dollar Tree and get some more. I really enjoy the fact that I get a whole bunch of pictures that are pretty much the same thing, including these little skelecats. Skelecat. That's a cool one, huh? That's a cool one. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of those, and I wonder if they have different pictured ones. I bet you they do. I bet you can get some different pictures. Dollar Tree's been the only place I've found this though, but I haven't really looked at other places like Walmart because I'm sure it would cost, you know, $10. I'm not going to pay $10 for a book I'm going to just tear apart and maybe not even use some of the pages in. But I am very excited to be done with that glue, that Scotch tacky glue. Since it's not water soluble, it's kind of a pain in my butt. And I know that I have tons of stickers, but I totally got to go to Dollar Tree and look for more. Got to look for more stickers. And I do go through some of my stuff here. I really want to play with some of that stuff. I got a whole bunch of eyeballs in there and leaves and whatever. Maybe we'll do like a shaker page. I just got a bunch of film transparencies from the flea market, well, one of the yard sales I went to. So maybe we'll find a way to make them into a transparency shaker. Because I made a shaker in my junk tilde, but the video I made of it got deleted. So these are all like glitter cutout skulls, which are super awesome. So I decided to turn one into a tab on my skull page, and I'm sure I have some nice watermelon, oh my god, pumpkin images that I can use to put one on my pumpkin page. Maybe something thicker cardstock, maybe a heavier magazine page or something. But I'm thinking about maybe making another pumpkin page too, because I mean, I got a lot of pumpkins, they just pile up, them pumpkin pictures. And when you're like me and you seem to just grab all the jack-o'-lanterns and the pumpkins you can find, that's what happens. And I do have a bunch of napkins too. I have a bunch of napkins that I've already put in here, but I have a bunch of napkins that I'm going to add to it, I think. At some point, add pieces anyway, to pages, create a little bit of interest, texture, background, design, whatever you want to call it. And I'm trying to use my decorative scissors a little bit. Most of them I can't access, but I was able to squeeze that one out from the shelf where it's behind a whole bunch of stuff. I have a basket of them. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for my studio to be done so that I can not have everything piled up on one shelf. Front and back, like I've got stuff tucked away in the back of it and you can't get to it. It's really a pain in the butt to not be able to access that stuff. And I've kind of been trying to pace myself when I'm doing these. Instead of just going nuts and gluing all willy-nilly, I'm kind of trying to be a little bit mindful about placement and about creation and about the art factor of it. Like this one here, this jack-o'-lantern face, which I seem to have a ton. Like, I have a ton of this stuff because I had gotten most of my Halloween stuff a few years back from Food Network magazine, which is all Halloween food. Pumpkin cookies and maple leaf cookies and all different kinds of gourds made into jack-o'-lanterns. So, yeah, so I have a lot of food. Last year we went through my big box of junk. We went through all that food stuff. So, yeah, you all saw it at some point. It's down in my Halloween journal folder if you're interested. But, yeah, that's from a National Geographic. It's some kind of tribal piece, tribal statue. And I know I've said it before, but I will say it again. I do not use this stuff as a disrespect or a dishonor of any cultural or tribal beliefs. I use it strictly because it's cool looking. And it's cool looking in a Halloween project, because who would not want some kind of giant statue thing, with a very small head, especially since they used to do things with shrunken heads in those parts of the world. So, yeah, it's fun. They're fun to play with. But I respect and appreciate all tribal and cultural things. So I'm not doing it as a disrespectful thing. This piece here, the stencil, I love it. Like when I see it on camera, it's really pretty. But it's a stencil that I got from AliExpress a long time ago. And it was actually advertised as a cake stencil. So the design's kind of intricate. And I kind of, when I painted it through the stencil, it kind of made a mess because I might have folded back some of the little acetate flappies of that stencil. It's really a delicate stencil, so yeah. But I still like it, and I like this look of the black on the green with that stencil. I might have to play with that a little bit more with different shades of greens, because I think that would be a lot of fun. And again, burnishing, not with my hands because of all the glue, so just take a napkin and wipe off what you can. I love this X-ray skull hand thing. It just really, speaks to me on a scullular level. And of course, I have my little skulls stickers. I really got to go to Dollar Tree and see what kind of stickers they have this year, because it's the stickers that I love. And the cool books. They get a lot of fun craft stuff. And when I did go a few weeks ago, it was not crafty. They didn't have a lot of craft stuff at the Dollar Tree I went to, so I have not been to my localist Dollar Tree, which tends to have a lot of good seasonal things. So I got to get there. They got like 3 aisles of seasonal stuff, which, most of the other ones, it's like, 2, maybe 1. But this one has a lot of Halloween and a lot of fall stuff every year. So, yeah. I think that, I think they'll have some good stuff. But I'm not getting my hopes up because so far I've been pretty disappointed because the other one I went to, they usually have a lot of stuff too, and they didn't. So, this guy here, he's super skeleton person without a head. So we're going to glue him on here, and we're going to give him a head, because you don't really get anywhere when you're headless, right? When you have no head, you don't get anyplace. And I've been really, a lot of my pages, they don't make sense and they're super random, and I think that's what I like about this art form. There's his head. I should give him a hat. If there's more room on that paper, I'd give him a hat. That's what I love about this art form, is my style is random. Okay, I do themed things. I do try to create actual things that make sense, but for the most part, I really enjoy not making sense. I just have fun with it. I just have fun with random. I just have fun being able to look at something and coming back to an idea, or interpreting something different every single time I'm there. These people are from a fashion magazine. I fussy cut out a ton of people. They were on a thicker paper, like the thick pages they put in the magazine. So I've cut out a ton of people, and they're all creepy looking. They're all wearing weird clothes. They're all just weird looking. But these people I felt like needed pumpkin heads. These came from a catalog. They were charms of jack-o'-lanterns. So these people are going to become jack-o'-lantern people. I just love doing this to people. Like, I kind of want to do something where I'm going to give somebody, their head is just going to be one giant eyeball, right? So we're going to play with that. We're going to experiment with that in some of my collage stuff, because again, it's the weird, random, nonsense things that just speak to my soul. The random is really just what makes my heart sing. As Shannon Green says, do what makes your heart sing. That is what makes my heart sing. This is a spider that's supposed to be like a weird X-ray looking picture, and I like it. And I like him on that guy's weird hat. Okay? He's hanging out over there with headless shiny skull man and weird mini head dude, and that's what, that's what they have going on. I go through and I write the date, because I keep forgetting to do it as I'm going along. The year anyway, because I wish I had started doing that from the beginning, but I was never concerned about it years ago, and now all of a sudden I'm concerned about it. So, you know, I like to try and keep track and try and keep a record of when I do things. Now, luckily, you know, most of the stuff wasn't from that long ago. But anyway, these are the pages that we did today, and I can't wait to work on this with you again.